welcome everyone to Love versus Hate. My name is Anne, and I am your old-fashioned nerd.
And I'm Emily, and I'm your mainstream millennial.
And on this podcast, Emily and I really like to just debate and discuss things in life that we love and hate.
And usually, everyone hates what Anne says.
You know, I feel like at some point in this intro, you need to switch it up and say, and usually people love everything that Anne says.
You know what? I feel like I shouldn't. You don't switch up what you say, so why should I switch up what I say?
Yeah, but I don't say anything mean about you.
I don't say anything mean about you.
Okay. So I guess there'll be a debate for a later time. Maybe on the next episode we'll switch it up. Who knows? Probably not. It's Emily, so it probably
Well,
won't.
maybe we will. Never say never, as Justin Bieber always says.
Okay, moving on. So for this episode, Emily and I are going to be talking about musicals and musicals that we love. I would sing, but none of you want to hear that.
You should have heard Anne earlier today. She was belting Frozen 2.
Oh yeah, Frozen 2 just came out pretty recently as of when we recorded this, and I have to say, Into the Unknown is a good belting song.
Yeah, everyone, let us know. What is your favorite Frozen 2 song? Because I'm stuck in between Into the Unknown or Show Yourself.
Both are good. Poor Anna, it's always Elsa who gets the lead song.
She's just got like an amazing belting voice, and Anna's just like your typical like pretty Disney princess voice.
Yeah.
Her voice is really pretty too, though. Love her voice.
Oh yeah, she does a good job. And I do like her song. I don't know the title of it, but it's towards the end of the movie when she's singing about. This is a little bit of spoiler alert. Plug your ears for like 10 seconds if you don't know.
Elsa dies.
But yeah, it's at the end when she's like in the cave and like sad and has to like.
Yeah, whatever song that is, I don't know. You know, the only song that Anna sings by herself, that one.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
So, Anne told me that she has an idea for an intro little game that we can play before we start talking about our musicals. So, Anne, what is it?
So, I had the idea, Emily and I, since, we're kind of a duo, we do this thing together, we should go back and forth and name famous duos that we know. Because I think the ones I name are going to be very different from the ones you name, and we probably won't know each other's. Maybe we will.
Okay,
but Emily, do you want me to start?
Yeah, you start.
Okay. Well, I immediately think of Abbott and Costello.
Elvis Costello?
Abbott and Costello.
But is it Elvis Costello?
No.
Oh.
Who's that?
He's a singer.
No.
Okay.
Do you know who Abbott and Costello is?
I know who Elvis Costello is.
Okay. Well, they were, I should actually, before I say them, I should say Laurel and Hardy, because they were kind of the first really big name like comedy duo, and so they were in a lot of movies, and they're kind of that slapstick humor, where they kind of slap each other around. Do you know who Laurel and Hardy are?
Yanny?
Laurel and Hardy?
Yanny and Hardy?
Oh my gosh.
I'm
not liking this game. I regret this idea.
I just love doing that. Whenever anybody says Laurel or Yanny, I just say the opposite.
You never answered my question though. Do you know who they are?
No.
Well, I will educate you because they are like comedy gold, and they're old school and hilarious, and you should know at least who they are. You don't have to like them, but you should at least know who they are. But they were kind of the precursors to Abbott and Costello, because Abbott and Costello came after. But it was kind of the same deal, where there's kind of one guy who's more the they are different. They are very distinct for sure, but. You've kind of got the like short, more comedic guy than the one like who's a bit more serious, and they're just really, really funny. I'll also show you Abbott and Costello. So, have you ever heard of the Who's on First?
Yes.
That's Abbott and Costello.
Oh.
They came up with that.
Got it.
Yeah. So there you go.
Got
There's
it.
some context.
Okay. Do you want to know mine?
Yeah.
Sonny and Cher.
I think I know who Cher is, but I did not know that she had a duo, that she had a partner.
I don't know. I don't really know anything about. I can't tell you, but I know that they're a duo, Sonny and Cher.
Oh, okay. Rhett and Link. This one you should know. Really?
Link?
Rhett and Link. They are Good Mystical Morning. Nothing?
Nope.
They're huge. They were one of the, I don't know if they were one of the first, but they're huge YouTubers. They've got like a huge YouTube following, like millions of subscribers, and they're kind of more mainstream, honestly. Well, they're kind of that bridge between mainstream and nerd, because they're both definitely kind of nerds, but they do all of those, like any kind of challenge on YouTube or any of those like trends, like they do all that stuff.
Never heard of them.
You might like some of their stuff, though. Okay,
I'm trying to think of any other duo. Ooh, I know.
Yep.
Mary-Kate and Ashley.
Good one. I do know of them. That's a good one.
Good.
There's so many, and I know that I'm going to be disappointed in myself that I'm not going to name more. But, of course, now that I'm on the spot, I'm like blinking.
It sucks. Let's see. Can I think of any more? Anna and Elsa.
No. No. Not like fictional. I mean like real people duos. Ooh, I guess you could count Bing Crosby and Bob Hope. They were a big duo. Do you know the name Bob Hope, right?
Yes. I just wanted you to say Bing again.
Oh. Oh. Did you know that they made movies together?
No.
Oh. Well, they did. They're funny. They're good.
All right, let's see. Mary and Joseph.
No. I mean, no. These are like entertainment duos that I'm thinking of.
Oh, okay. Alex and Sierra. They used to be a band, but then they broke up.
Ooh, a band made me think of Flight of the Conchords, which I've mentioned before. That was on our very first episode. Woo, throwback. They are Brett McKenzie and Jermaine Clement. I might be mispronouncing those, and I apologize. But
interesting.
Okay, we each need to come up with one more.
Okay, one more. I got one.
Okay.
Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello.
I know who Shawn Mendes is.
You don't know who Camila Cabello is?
No, never heard of her.
She's another singer that they're dating, and they sing Senorita together.
Senorita?
I love you when you call me Senorita. Da, 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 da. You've never heard Senorita. It's like literally always on the radio.
Maybe?
Oh my gosh.
I know, we just disappoint each other. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, one more senior duo for me. What did I just say?
Senor duo.
Thanks, Emily. You've got me all mixed up. One more duo for me. Okay. Ooh, I thought of one. I have to think of their names, though. I'm blanking so hard. Steve Bloom and...
You can't remember his name?
He was literally the one on the... We talked about him for a whole podcast. Why can't I
You can't think of his name?
What is his name?
Bradley. D. Bradley Baker.
Oh, thank you. D. Bradley Baker.
Wow, you guys. I just helped Ian remember D. Bradley Baker, which, if you don't recall, or if you didn't listen, it was in one of our episodes. I can't remember which one.
It was the one on actors. I talked about D. Bradley Baker. Okay, I am really notorious for like having giant brain farts when I need to remember actors' names, so it's not that unusual. But my last duo that I was going to pick was Steve Bloom and D. Bradley Baker.
So, moral of the story, I have a life lesson already. Do not invite Anne to your trivia nights.
Yeah, because I'll know the answer and just be like, "Ooh, it's on the tip of my tongue," and oh no.
And then the next day she'll be like, "I remember."
Yep, it's pretty bad. I have a bad short-term memory.
I have a bad long-term memory.
Oh, yeah, you do.
I don't know. I have a bad memory in general.
Yeah, it's just the way it is. Maybe someday someone else will do a duo game and they'll count us.
Aw. Unless the only time I don't have a bad memory is if it's a song. I remember lyrics, yo.
Okay.
I do remember.
Give me the lyrics to...
She doesn't know any songs. Who are we kidding?
Give me the lyrics to Tay-Tay's... what's the blacklist or what's that one?
Blacklist?
Or the one with the list where she's like, I'm going to write you down in my notebook. Because
I got a blank space, baby, and I'll write your name.
Yeah,
nice to
that
meet
one.
You, where you've been. I could show you a million things. I just have to sing it, but I don't want to sing it because I'm shy.
Okay, that's fine.
Nice
Anyway.
to meet you, where you've been.
I can show you incredible things.
Magic, money, heaven, sins. Saw you there and I thought, oh my God, look at that face. You look like my next mistake. Loves the game, wanna play. Hey. New money, suit and tie.
Okay.
All right, we're done.
But speaking of singing, that leads us right into our musicals.
Oh, yeah. So we're each going to talk about one or some. We can't decide.
Yeah,
Depends on
we'll
how
see.
long we talk.
More how long I talk, really.
Yeah, let's be
real.
Be honest. So should I start or should you start?
I don't care. Do you want to go?
Yeah, I want to go.
Okay.
Let me decide which one I want. Just kidding.
Okay, I was going to say, well, if you have to decide, then I'll go. But
Okay, so mine, this is probably like my favorite musical of all time that I've ever seen.
Ooh, I'm
I
excited.
have never actually seen a live production, but
Oh, is it a movie?
it's also a movie.
Okay.
And so, do you know what it is? Can you guess?
Hairspray.
You're right.
Ah!
Wow. Yeah, I love Hairspray because, I don't know, I just love the music. It's from the 50s, or is the 60s? Welcome to the 60s. It's for takes
So you're
place in the
remembering
60s.
lyrics.
See?
Mm.
And it's just so fun. And I know only the Zac Efron, Nikki Blonsky, or whatever her name
Wait,
is.
Zac Efron's in Hairspray?
Yeah, he plays Link Larkin.
How old is he?
I don't know.
When was Hairspray made?
I don't know, when I was in high school,
Oh, okay. Continue.
or when we were in high school. It's just amazing. I just love all the songs. Amanda Bynes was in it, like, yes, before she went crazy. I've got to say, though, my favorite character is probably Seaweed.
Seaweed is a character?
Yeah. He's the black guy.
Oh, okay.
He's got, like, an amazing voice.
Mm.
I don't know what else to say, except for I really like it. Yeah, so Hairspray is about this girl. Her name is Tracy Turnblad.
Okay.
And she is this like plus-sized girl in high school. So Tracy really wants to be on the Courtney Collins show.
Is this fictional show? A fictional show?
It's just like a live TV show of like people in high school dancing and singing on TV.
Okay.
And so she really wants to do that. But her mom is like, no, you can't do that. And she's also like not the norm. Like, you don't see people like her on TV. How dare she want to be on TV?
Oh.
And so she goes to the tryouts with her best friend Penny, which is played by Amanda Bynes.
Uh-huh.
And Amanda Bynes' mom, Penny's mom, is very strict, and she does not want Penny to go and try out for this because she doesn't know about it, and she cannot do things unless her mother says that she can.
Eek.
And so they go and they try out for the show, and Amber, who is like the villain, and her mom, who her mom works for the TV station, and she decides who gets to be on the show. She does not like Tracy. They do not want her on the show because she doesn't look like she should be on TV.
Yeah.
But then Courtney Collins comes and sees her, which is played by James Marsden. Do you know who that is? Oh.
No. Sounds vaguely familiar. Name something else he's in.
27 Dresses.
Okay, yeah, that didn't help. Continue.
He plays Courtney Collins, and he sees Tracy like singing and dancing, and he's like, she needs to be on the show. So despite Amber's mom, she gets on the show.
Ooh.
And
Spoilers.
so then, oh no, it happens in the beginning of the movie.
Oh.
And so basically, it's just about her living out her high school years, not years, but year.
Yeah.
And trying to like get with Link because she has a crush on Link, who's also on the Courtney Collins show, but Amber's dating Link.
Oh, got you.
And then Tracy also like helps her friend Seaweed because she thinks that he should be on the show because he's a really good dancer and singer. And so it's in the 60s, so people are like still segregated.
Oh.
And so she helps like bring them all together. And then she also helps her mom because her mom doesn't like to leave the house.
Oh.
And she's like, welcome to the 60s. Get outside right now. That's not the words, but it goes.
Cool.
So, yeah,
Okay.
it's just fun.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm glad I got it. I'm glad I guessed it.
yeah, you did.
We need to watch Hairspray because I haven't watched it.
What?
I know. Maybe as a follow-up to these musical episodes, although it's going to be hard for the one I pick, we need to like watch them together.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Because
would be
the original. Well, you know that John Travolta's in it too,
Yes.
right? And he plays the mom.
fun. No.
He plays
The mom?
Tracy's mom. Yeah.
Oh.
And he's really funny. He's like, I left my iron on. And like, why is that
I need our listeners to tell me if that was a good impression or not.
No, it wasn't. I'm sorry. I'm a disgrace. But yeah.
We can move on to mine. You want to guess it?
Well, you have to give me a hint.
Okay, I'll give you a hint. I kind of gave you a hint earlier, is that there's not really a way that we could watch it unless we happen to see it live. And it's also the one I talk about all the time. And
Phantom of the Opera.
well, that is one of my favorites, not the one I was planning on talking about.
Oh. Wait, let me guess.
I've seen it twice. I got to
Hamilton.
see it. There
What?
it is.
Why didn't I say
I know.
that at
I was
first?
surprised you didn't say it.
Yeah, you guys, one time I was at work in the morning. I was the only one there, and then all of a sudden I just hear like some rapping about like a president or something. I was like, who the and
I had to finish it. I was committed at that point, even if I was walking in the door. Yeah, I mean, I can't not pick Hamilton as my favorite musical. I mean, I have a lot of favorites, but oh, gosh, it's so good. I've been very fortunate. I've gotten to see it in Chicago and London. Both were amazing, and I've seen a couple of Broadway musicals like live, but nothing is compared to that. Like, it was just so good. You really don't get to fully experience Hamilton until you can see it live. It's absolutely phenomenal. I love the music. I love the choreography. I love the lighting. The lighting is really cool. There's a moment in the musical where they kind of rewind for a second because a song plays and like this whole event it spans like a short amount of time. And then in the musical, there's a part where they literally rewind and they play that whole like section back, but it's from a different character's perspective. And so I was so curious how they were going to do that. Like, how are they going to rewind this and replay that out? And it was like one of my favorite parts because the way they choreographed it was like perfect because they basically did the same choreography, but the way they lit it was different, for the two different songs and the two different perspectives. And it was just gorgeous, and I love it, and I sing it all the time. And it's really amazing. It's really good. Do you know who Alexander Hamilton was?
Oh my gosh.
This is my favorite game ever.
I hate this game when Anne makes me feel stupid. He was some dude in history. Was he a president?
No, he was not.
Okay, I didn't think he was.
Do you want to know why he never became president?
He got shot.
He did get shot. That's part of the reason. Another large part is he actually was he had a major scandal with a woman who was not his wife. Yeah, and he did this kind of insane thing, but he wrote about it. And because he didn't so basically there was one point where his reputation was going to get tarnished because he was paying money to the woman's husband to keep everything like quiet, because otherwise the husband was going to like tell everybody, hey, this guy's a bad dude because he's sleeping with my wife, blah, blah, blah. So to keep him quiet, he paid him money. And when other people learned about this, they thought that he was using government money for it. And so to keep his name clean, he decided to write and let the whole world know about this scandal. And he told everybody. And that's like one of the first times in history kind of where like a major scandal like that was ever published. And so it was like huge news because it was just like,
Scandalous.
Yeah. Not that other people didn't do it by any means. He just was one of the first to like admit it and like publicize it. So
is the whole musical just about that?
No. That's just a part of it. The whole musical is about it spans basically his entire life. So it kind of starts when he arrives in America and then it ends with him getting shot.
He arrives in America?
Yeah, he was a foreigner. He was originally from, I think, the Caribbean.
What?
Yeah, yeah. Well, he was like, his parents were English, and so he was like English, but they lived, I forget how it all worked out. I started reading the book that the musical is based off of, which was really good, but it was many years ago, and I haven't picked it up, and I hadn't finished it, and I'm forgetting some of the things. But, yeah. So he was an immigrant, and he came to America when he was like 17, although they don't know that for sure because they think he lied about his age, so they don't actually know exactly when he came to America, but they think he was around the age of 17.
He's a liar, he's a cheater. Like, why do people like him?
Well, he established our national banks. He also established the post office, and
I don't
he
use
established
banks. I use credit unions.
Coast Guard. Well, you know what I mean. He was our first treasurer. He fought in the Revolutionary War. He was the secretary, well, he was like the secretarial aide, I think is the term, for General Washington. So he was like his aide basically in writing all of his letters, writing like all of the correspondence, like everything. He was like his secretarial aide during the war. He also fought in some battles, but that was the majority of what he did was worked with General Washington.
Interesting.
So, yeah, very interesting man. He wrote a lot of documents and like just wrote his whole life, and he's just like, he's a cool guy. But yeah, Hamilton is the best musical ever. Well, I don't know about ever, but it's amazing. Also, Lin-Manuel Miranda, I'm in love with that man. Secretly, but not really, but maybe a little bit. He's the one who wrote Hamilton. Do you know who Lin-Manuel Miranda is?
Yes.
Okay, well, that's something.
You told me all about him. What if I was like, you told me all about her?
I would have laughed.
I like Anthony Ramos, or whatever his name is.
Yeah, and he's in Hamilton. Oh, my other favorite in Hamilton, well, it's kind of a toss-up between Leslie Odom Jr. and David Diggs. Oh, both are amazing. Well, actually, everyone who's in Hamilton is amazing, really. But Leslie Odom Jr. his voice is just, it's just gold. I just love it. He has a Christmas album. Highly recommend to everyone listening. Check out Leslie Odom Jr.'s Christmas album. It's really good. He's just a talented singer.
Didn't you tell me that Hamilton, you can only listen to the soundtrack and it'll tell you the entire story?
Yeah, so one of the things that makes the musical Hamilton that like very different from other musicals is that the entire soundtrack, it's like 2.5 hours, it's the entire musical. So the whole thing is just this giant like rap. Like there's one exception where there's one scene, it's really brief, it's like a couple of lines that happens only in the like play, like when you watch it live. But other than that one tiny scene, every single song, everything you hear, that's the entire musical.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's one of the things I like about it. And I think one of the reasons why it also like gained popularity is because you could sit and listen to the whole thing and you were getting, I mean, I argue it's not the same experience, and it's really not because you're not seeing it live, but you're able to listen to the whole thing unlike other musicals.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, Hamilton's amazing.
I have to admit.
Yeah, I actually think you would like it.
Yeah, I didn't think I would just because it's about like boring history stuff. But then I listened to the one song where they performed it at the White House.
Yes.
And I was like, wow, this is kind of cool actually.
Yeah, well, because it's a very, I mean, it's not like your traditional, when you think of rap, it's not exactly like that. It's more kind of this mix between rap and spoken word.
Yeah.
But it's different, you know, there's not a lot of musicals that do that. So it's different, and that's one of the things I like about it too. And the majority of the musical is like that. There are certain parts where it's, you know, very, what's the word I'm looking for? Like melodic or, you
like
know,
actually singing.
Yeah, like
harmony.
actually singing, yeah. But
Or
the majority of it is this kind of cool like rap, and I'm in love. It's so good. Okay, so we covered 2 musicals that are, I imagine Hairspray. Is that still on Broadway? Or what? I mean, it was.
I mean, it's probably off Broadway.
Yeah, okay. Well, you probably could find it in certain places. I'm sure it's still live somewhere. But those both started as musicals. Maybe we could move into musicals that are only like movie form. First, though, Emily said that there is a musical that she hates, and I really want to know what it is. So, Emily, tell me, what musical do you hate?
Cats.
Oh, have you seen it?
Well, we did it for our musical in my senior year of high school. I wasn't in it because I didn't want to be a cat, but I was on. But I was on stage crew, so I would do like hair and makeup.
Oh.
So I would have to like paint cat like
features and stuff.
Yeah, features on people like on their back and like
Ew.
on their chest. I was just like, why am I doing this right now? So I've seen parts of it, but I haven't seen the whole thing through because, you know, I'm backstage.
Yeah.
And I just don't see the appeal in like that musical.
Yeah.
And now they're making it into a movie.
I was going to say, what are your thoughts on the movie? My thing is, part of me, I don't want to see it, but a part of me does because, well, number one, Idris Elba is in it, and Dream. And so I kind of want to see it just because he's in it. And also, it has a lot of big names.
It does. Like Rebel
Even
Wilson.
Tay-Tay's in it.
James Corden.
Yeah.
Jennifer Hudson. Taylor Swift. Like, holy crap.
What's the woman's name?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't
really
remember.
Bugging me.
But yeah, I'm like, but I don't think I can do it. Like, sorry, I just can't.
Yeah, maybe we should try and see if we can do it. And if in like 10 minutes we can't, then maybe we just walk out of the theater or something. Have you ever walked out of a movie?
No.
Me neither.
Wait, have I? I don't think I have, no.
I got close, but never did.
I wouldn't want to waste my money like that.
That's
like,
my thing, yeah.
If it was like a $5 movie, maybe, but.
Yeah. But yeah, I've never seen Cats, so I can't really judge, but I imagine, just even from watching the trailer, it kind of looks weird.
Yeah. I'm trying to even remember, like, I think like one of the songs is like, the Jellicle Cat. And it's just like weird and creepy music, I feel like. And it's just weird and creepy costumes. And why would you want humans pretending that they're cats? And just everything about it, I'm just like not about.
Yeah, and you don't like cats anyway, so it's already off on the wrong foot.
Yeah, if there was a dog music, just kidding.
We need to write one. Oh my gosh, the whole thing would. Oh, if we did write one, we would have to include one of the songs from Flight of the Conchords, because they have a dog song.
They do.
And it's the doggy bounce, 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 doggy bounce, 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 do the doggy bounce.
What the heck?
It's a joke song, but it's funny.
Well, I hope so.
And there's a Congo solo. Yeah, it's really funny. Anyway.
All right, so Anne, tell me about this other one.
Oh, I was thinking, are there musicals that you really love that are like only movies?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
One of mine, I can go while you're thinking.
Yeah.
One of the ones I thought of immediately was The Prince of Egypt. I love that soundtrack.
Never seen it.
Really?
Is that a Disney movie?
No, it's not. It's DreamWorks, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah. I know, you forget that they do animations as well. Disney's just
Shrek,
flooded the market.
hello.
Yeah, Shrek, yeah. Also, isn't How to Train Your Dragon DreamWorks?
I've never seen it.
You haven't seen How to Train Your Dragon?
Nope.
You would like it. Probably. I don't know. Sometimes I can't tell what you're going to like and what you're not. That was kind of an evil laugh. But yeah, Prince of Egypt the soundtrack is phenomenal. We'll have to watch it sometime. I think you would like it. Trying to think of others.
Can I do like a Disney movie?
Yeah, we'll count Disney. They're
Okay.
musicals.
Yeah.
They count.
I feel like Frozen 2.
Okay, real question, real quick. Which soundtrack is better, Frozen 1 or Frozen 2?
I don't know. I feel bad because when people were first seeing Frozen 2 before I had seen it, they were like, "Oh, this soundtrack is so much better than the first one." And I was like, "Don't be rude to Frozen 1. How dare
really,
you
it's
say
just
that?"
Frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway.
I was like, "How dare you say that?" And then I saw the movie and I was like, "It is pretty good."
It is pretty good. I begrudgingly admit you might be right. Yeah, I might have to, just because, obviously Frozen has Let It Go, which is really good. It's a good song, people. I know it's like been overplayed and sometimes I even get annoyed with it, but it's a good song. But I'm with you, like Unknown and
Into the Unknown.
Into the Unknown and what's the other one?
Show Yourself.
Show Yourself. They're both so strong. And I also like Kristoff's song in this one.
You do?
Well,
I thought you didn't.
well, the scene, I like the song in the in the movie, it was kind of a weird scene. The thing that saved, like, it was kind of borderline ridiculous for me. But what saved it was the reindeer and the weird looks they were giving Kristoff. Minor spoiler alert, sorry for anyone who hasn't seen Frozen 2 yet. But
yeah. I feel like they just wanted to make it sound like a boy band or something.
yeah, no, and
Or rockish.
Yeah, and it borderlines a bit silly and ridiculous for me, but it doesn't quite cross it, so I do like it.
Yeah, I actually really liked that song. And I also liked Olaf's song when he was like, Samantha?
Yeah, that one was funny, and yeah, something about like how this will make more sense when I'm older.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was fun. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Disney, but you can't, I mean, we've talked enough about the Frozen movies. You can't make that your pick. But you can use a Disney movie.
Okay. Did you already say yours?
Prince of Egypt.
Oh, yeah. Here I
You
go
do
again
have
with my
bad
memory.
Yeah, bad memory. I love how this whole episode is really just keeps coming back together. Everything we talk about just keeps coming back.
Let's see. Favorite musical. Actually, you know what? I really love Hercules. The music in Hercules, I love.
Yeah, it's good. I like it, but I'm
She
one of
does
those.
not approve.
No, I'm just one of those weird people who is like not as in love with Hercules as everyone else is. I'm probably going to get a lot of disappointment from that from our listeners, and I apologize. I don't not like it. I do. But like, there's a lot of other Disney movies I like better. That's my point. Sorry, Hercules. I do like you. You're not bad. I don't know. I'm just kind of, I don't know. It's just not my favorite.
She's just kind of over Hercules.
Yeah, a little bit.
Hercules, you mean Hercules. All right, well, there's that.
Yeah. Okay.
So, what's your life lesson, Anne?
Let's see. Life lesson from this episode. I mean, can I say that my life lesson, it's just something that I didn't necessarily learn from this episode. I've always known this, but if you get the opportunity to see Hamilton live, please do it. It is so good. And even if you've never listened to it or you don't even know what Hamilton is, I've talked to people who like have seen it live and they didn't even know what Hamilton was and they really loved it. So you should just go.
And mine remains the same as what I said earlier. Don't invite Anne to trivia if you want to lose.
Or you mean if you want to win?
Yes.
Because I would help you lose.
Yes.
And, oh, my other life lesson is don't trust Emily's memory.
Oh, and my other life lesson is always follow us on social media.
Ooh, yeah. And give us a rating and comments and feedback. We love it all.
Yes, please give us a 5-star review on the
the
podcast
Apple
app.
Podcast app, yeah.
And yes, we
Does
have
Spotify
Instagram.
have a rating?
I don't think so, but if they do, you should give us a review.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, we have an Instagram and we have a Twitter and we have a Facebook. You can find everything there. We also have YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
where sometimes we post bonus video content, and then we also have our episodes there as well for anybody who doesn't have an iPhone or Spotify.
Yeah, which, it's a possibility. You can also listen to us on Podbean as well, if you don't have Spotify or the Apple Podcast app.
That is true.
Yeah.
And as always, we do have an email, lovevshatepodcast@gmail.com. We would love if you emailed us any feedback or ideas for future episodes that you want us to do.
Yeah. And to just wrap us up here, I just want to thank you guys so much for listening. I don't know if we thank you guys enough, but we really do appreciate you guys listening and just giving us any kind of feedback. We really do. We just thank you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.